Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Psychedelica of the Black Butterfly. And I played the game one more time, with Kaguya where we went, and I got an S score. I'm a crack shot at this, and I got a trophy. I did so good. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't hit as many butterflies as I think, but I got more combos. So now we have 3,700 points, and we really didn't even need to do that because we had like 1,900, and it would only cost like 1,300 points to unlock everything that's available at the moment. Plus, we're gonna have to play the game one more time anyway. So, but we have plenty of points now, to not worry, so we can unlock all of the episodes and everything. So I think what we're gonna do and start this part, I'm gonna watch one more of these. We don't have to, but I know we're gonna have to watch more later. So let's watch one, and then what we'll do is go back into the next chapter. This way, like, I just want to kind of split it up a little bit so that we're already like, who the fuck knows what's going on in the chapter. But so let's unlock this one. Small Pride. Okay. I know we could unlock them and then not watch them so we could see the titles and then choose, but I want to make sure that I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like it would just be easier. So we're going to watch to like unlock them and watch them as we go so that we know which ones we haven't done, even though it color codes them. So, but still, because the different living habits we all have, small quarrels occasionally break out in the course of our life in the manor. Typically, Kaguya will step in to calm things down, but from time to time, the arguments can get especially heated when neither side is willing to budge. I'm going back to my room. After dinner, Hokage stacks up his plates and gets ready to leave. Yamato frowns. Hey, don't stack oily plates on top of each other. They make the bottoms dirty. Who cares? I do. Who do you think is washing them? At Kaguya's suggestion, we've set up a schedule to decide who'll be cleaning dishes on a given day. Yeah, but you're still gotta, like, what do you seriously do? You just wash the top? You wash the whole thing! Ugh! Otherwise, how do you, like, I put my plate in the sink and then I come and I put, like, dude, you're gonna have to wash the whole fucking thing. Also, get a dishwasher, is all I'm saying. At first, it was a big mess with everyone complaining, but eventually he said, we're sharing this space, so let's lay down some rules. He smiled as he said it, and no one could object. It's your turn today, right? Yeah, I always notice how neatly he stacks them. Are you trying to piss me off by doing that? Hokage stacks his plates neatly from largest to smallest. That's fucking cute. It might be easier to carry, but it does look like a pain to wash. Oh my god! What is wrong with you? You don't just wash the front, you wash the whole dish. You just wash the whole fucking thing. Front and back, it's not that hard. You gotta wash the whole thing. What an insane thing to complain about. I couldn't care either way. Obviously, you eat like a pig. Why don't you put all the fish bones on the side of your plate like a normal person? What are you, my mother? I'm only stacking them to make them easier to carry. We don't have many plates here, and if I put them in a random pile, they might topple and break. Like what happened with Beniyuri the other day. Kage glances over at me. By the other day, he means when it was my turn to wash dishes last, and I accidentally broke some of them. Ugh, I said I was sorry. It was my fault for surprising you. My method is clearly the right one. We've had an accident already, and we need to be careful so it doesn't happen again. All the more reason not to stack them. Why are you dwelling on the past so much? What are you, a woman? Oh! Excuse me? Hikage's brow twitches. Maybe he is. That'd be a twist. Take that back. And if you ask me, you're the effeminate one. Who the hell has time to carry the dishes one by one? Being called a woman is the biggest insult you can say to a man. So why don't you explain which part to me is oh, wait. Take that back. And he's still mad. Being called a woman is the biggest insult you can say to a man. So why don't you explain which part of me is so effeminate? That really confuses me. Every once in a while, I'm wondering if the name is wrong on who's talking, because, like, they say things and you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, that didn't make any sense. Wait. But they both called each other a woman, so they really can't be like, that's the biggest insult. But then you just slammed it back. And either one of them saying it was weird. Anyway. Somebody found a sore spot, huh? Yeah, he seems awfully mad. Like, and hello, excuse me, being called a woman. They'd be like, well, you're such a man. Okay. Like, men get so offended by things. Wait, who are you calling a woman? I don't know. If you called me a dude, I'd be like, whatever. Like, women just aren't offended by that. Well, if you told me I was burly and manly and I had a nice mustache, I might be offended. Like, I don't have a mustache. Like, actually, I'd probably be like, I know, right? Man, mustaches in my family. If I were a dude, I'd have a glorious mustache. I'm just saying. But, thankfully I don't. But it's still one of those things that I just feel like if you're, what are you, a woman? Oh, I'm all mad now. And if you went up to him and like, what are you, a dude? You'd be like, is that supposed to be an insult? Because whatever. That's a lame insult. Like, I don't. It's just some things you just don't get offended by. I don't know. Shut up. Who cares about the details? You're basically a woman. I told you to take that back. Their voices continue to get louder as the dishes lie forgotten on the table. I'd be like, I'm just going to go do the dishes. Listen, Yamato, be a good little bitch and go do the dishes. I just want to add fuel to the fire. I'm so Karasuba right now. We're never going to get the cleaning done at this rate. Kaguya, can you stop them? This is kind of your thing. They both have their points, I have to say. He looks up as if he's just thought of something. What do you think, Beniiri? Huh? Hikage and Yamato turn to me. As the only woman here, let's hear from you as to whether I'm a feminine guy or not. I mean, you do wear lacy sleeves. Wouldn't you hate a man as high-strung as him? No, I actually think it's kind of adorable and he's a little gay, but it's okay. Like, no. I actually like the effeminate ones. I'm like, nah, I dig the effeminate ones. What? Ah! I would just get so mad about that. I'm like, Karasuba, I just like the fact that now that pissed you off and you're all mad and it's funny. Like, I'm an asshole. Calm down, you two. We're just talking about cleaning dishes. Personally, I think both of you sound like obnoxious mother-in-laws that the wife would hate. Let's not make this worse, Karasuba. Beniiri, answer me! They both lean over the table, looking at me inquisitively. Neither of them seems to be themselves. We're never gonna get anywhere like this. Come on! Both of you! Cut it out right now! I yell as loudly as I can, and the two of them are totally taken by surprise. Or taken totally by surprise. Whatever. Both of you are being way too picky. Don't fight over silly things like this. Nice! You got them both down to size. They look like they're frozen. The angry atmosphere cools, and both Hikage and Yamato look uncomfortable. Guess I went a little overboard. So much time wasted over nothing. Going to bed. Hikage turns his back and starts to leave the room. Hikage, wait! He turns. We don't want things to be awkward. Let's all apologize. Methinks he doesn't like that. I also think apologies are in order. You too, Yamato. Yamato twitches and his face scrunches up. He looks away. Sorry. I went too far. Oh, what a sincere apology. Such a good boy. I will kill you. Hikage, your turn. I'll do my best to prevent problems like this in the future. Bye. That was totally insincere, and not even an apology. Hikage. He's being so stubborn. I can't help but stare hard at him. After a few moments, he sighs. Yamato, about earlier. Earlier, I'm so... It's like it's so hard for him to apologize. It's adorable. Hikage covers his mouth and keels over in a fit of coughing. Whoa, are you okay? Oh no! His body is rejecting the apology! Huh? Hikage... Feeling all of our stares boring into him, Hikage looks at me like a scolded child. This is adorable. Ugh, I have to make him apologize. You can do it, Hikage. With his eyes still closed, Hikage tilts his head with determination. He must have given up on resisting. He slowly opens his mouth to speak. I'm sorry. After saying it, he quickly scurries off to his room. That's fucking hilarious. He's like, oh, God. Like he can't apologize. Hey, wait, I didn't hear you. Yamato follows behind him, disappearing from sight. Man, Hikage is a pain in the butt. He certainly is a handful. Huh, yeah, no kidding. And The dishes still aren't done. Nope. You can usually rely on those two. I really didn't expect them to act like a bunch of kids. I hope they're able to get along better as time goes on. That was fucking cute. I like that one. I'm glad we did. That was fun. That was just an adorable little side thing. Anyway, so now we're going to continue on with chapter 3. Yes. Chapter 3. Ever since that day, our monster hunting has continued. In the beginning, we had trouble just using our guns, but as we gained more experience, our battles became easier. Day after day, the kaleidoscope shards we collected from the monsters continue to grow in number. And each time we bring back another, it brightens the atmosphere in our hideout. Allies. When all of us were first brought together here, it was the word which somehow allowed us to tie ourselves to one another. Had we not done so, I wouldn't be able to withstand the fear I feel being locked in this strange manner. But now it feels natural. We're all allies who can cooperate and help each other. We support and cheer for one another, and together we nurture that bond as the cornerstone underpinning our mutual goal of finding a way out. Of the 5 of us, Yamato was the most motivated to find a way to escape. It seems as if he has some reason for wanting to get out as soon as possible. Each passing day he works harder and harder to find the kaleidoscope shards. And one day, as always, he returned to the hideout with numerous small cuts and bruises all over him. Yamato, he hasn't seemed well since he came back. He's been down these past few days. Yamato, are you okay? You look really tired. Yeah, I'm good. This is nothing. You've looked really sluggish for a while, though. Did something happen while you were out? Shut up. Tires me out more when you try to babysit me. Lying on the leather sofa, Yamato lazily turns his back to me. He's pretty clearly refusing to talk to me anymore. Ugh, I'm being annoying. I guess there's not much else I can say. You've worked yourself a bit too hard. I think you might want to take a rest for a little while. Whoa, you're ignoring him? You really are a jerk. Everyone's worried about you. The least you could do is answer us, Yamato. Ugh, friggin' hell. You're all being a pain in my ass. How's that for an answer? Back the hell off. Wait, Yamato! Yamato leaps off the sofa and stomps up the stairs towards his room. What's wrong with him? He was never this irritable before. Could he be sick? Whenever he sees a monster, he goes to town on them like they punched his mom or something. He might have overdid it. Indeed, I don't quite think these are just random outbursts of anger, but he does seem more wild. I wonder why it is he wants to escape from this manor in such a hurry. There has to be a reason. I'm worried about Yamato. I sit down on my bed and bury my face into the pillow I'm holding. What could his reason be for wanting to return so badly? Family? Friends? A lover? The picture I received was of my family, and it made me more determined than ever to get out of here. Maybe Yamato feels the same way. It seems like he's getting pretty desperate, though. And then it comes to me. The first night I spent in this room, I remember crying about my family. The day that part of my memory came back, I was happy just knowing that someone was waiting for me on the outside. Yet, being cut off from my family, getting locked up in this mysterious mansion, my mind couldn't handle it. I was so worried and confused. When I was crying alone, Kaguya came and brought me hot cocoa, and he kept me company the whole time. Just knowing that there was somebody else in the same situation as me was reassuring. My tears stopped on their own. Would I be able to help Yamato the way Kaguya helped me out? Or helped me? I return the pillow to its original position and stand up. We're going to his room. What do you want? After I knock on the door, Yamato comes out with a big scowl on his face. His irritated voice makes me suddenly nervous. No, I can't. If I back down now, nothing will change. I came here to cheer him up. I made some hot cocoa, so I was thinking you might want some. It's really good. I hate sweet stuff. What? Really? Now that I think of it, I rarely see him eating fruit, and he never puts sugar in his coffee. How did I not notice this before? Ha! You don't like it, huh? That's too bad. Guess I'll just drink it myself. Ugh, I'm a failure right from the start. Dejectedly, I start to walk away, but I'm stopped by a massive sigh behind me. You want to talk, right? Come in here. Yamato? He signals me with a wave of his chin and then disappears into his room without a word. Is this a good idea? Should I take him up on it? Yes. Still hesitating, I pause for a moment before deciding to go inside. His room looks exactly like ours. I pass over the threshold of the door and stand in front of it, surveying the inside of the room. An antique lamp gives the room a soft glow. It's laid out similarly to my room, and most of the furnishings look familiar. A chest with butterfly patterns etched into it, a wooden desk polished to a faint luster, a large bed on top of which are some modestly embroidered sheets. The only difference in the room is... there aren't as many butterflies. White butterflies typically gather in the corners of my room, but I hardly see any here. With fewer light sources, it also feels darker than my room. His indigo eyes, his fearless face, and even the jeweled choker he wears have a sort of grave darkness to them. The jeweled choker, I don't know really how you can tell that, because it's not really a choker because he's wearing a giant scarf over it, but that's his butterfly thing anyway. So, what do you want? Kogo's just lip service, right? Did Akage put you up to something? No, he has nothing to do with this. I just wanted to talk with you, Yamato. Uh-huh. And? Well, I don't know how to begin. I hope I can make him feel better like Kaguya did for me. Beniuri. No, I have to be honest with him. I was worried about you, Yamato. I'm not here for anything specific. Huh? I heard earlier, you're not feeling good? Or is there something on your mind? What's with that angry look on your face? I've just been worrying about you lately. This is the face I was born with. You're a real nosy lady, you know that? Oh, sorry. I guess I'm being a bother. Just because it worked for me doesn't necessarily mean it works for everybody, I guess. I look down at the floor and consider my mistake. Meanwhile, with a loud thunk, Yamato drags over a chair to sit on. My little brother. That's what I remember the day we got pictures on our phones. Your little brother? You have a brother? Yeah. He looks over at a nearby chair, signaling for me to sit. Gazing right at him, the angry expression in his face gives way to a look of confusion. I had a little brother. I don't remember his face or his name, but we were fraternal twins. Personalities were total opposites. Because of me, there was an accident. He's been in the hospital for nearly 10 years. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, oh, he's the marshmallow. He's so the fucking marshmallow. He's all crunchy on the outside, but he's going to be all squishy and soft and gooey on the inside. Ah, the marshmallow man. And he's like white and blue, but like there's a lot of white on him too. So. Oh. Oh, poor Yamato. He's in what doctors call a persistent vegetative state. Coma. Coma? He's been like that for 10 years? They say it's not like he's just sleeping. There are different theories, but I guess he can hear what we say and can sense when we touch him. He can't speak, but he's aware of things in some way. Oh, I see. And I heard from one of his old doctors that if we keep talking to him, one day he might wake up again. But on the other hand, if we don't visit him and leave him alone, his consciousness will sink further down inside of him. I don't know if it's true, but I would go visit him at the hospital every single day. Parents were busy with work, so I looked after him in their place. Oh, is that why you're in such a hurry to get back home? Yeah, it's my daily routine. Even if I don't remember it, the feeling of it's ingrained into me. How many days has it been since I last visited him? Even now his consciousness could be slipping further away from reality. I gotta get back. Yamato. So that's the situation. We had no idea. Keep your sympathy. It's my fault he is the way he is. It's all my fault. Yamato falls silent. The instant he stops talking, a heavy silence weighs down on me. I'd be like, let me see the picture you got. Huh. Why is... And during the wait, I feel a different kind of ache throbbing in the depths of my heart. It's all my fault. For some reason, hearing those words gives me a curious sense of déjà vu. Sympathy? No, it's deeper than that. I know this feeling from somewhere. Have I hurt someone like this too?
I don't know why I'm telling you this. Such a chump.
No, you're not. You're a kind person who cares about his family. And if your brother can hear you and feel you, I'm sure your feelings are getting through to him. Thank you for telling me. I smile as I say thank you, but he replies with a serious glare. Well, what's wrong?
No, it's just... This is the first time I told you about that stuff, right? Oh my god, how many times have we gone through this loop?
Is this literally like Bad Apple Wars all over again? See, do you remember in Bad Apple Wars where I was like, they like the hope and despair and all this, and it's like they just have these same 5 themes that they just, maybe like 10, and they just like mix them up and they're like, okay, amnesia, you're dead, and there's hope and despair, and you're repeating everything over and over. Oh my god, and it's like, and then, but then this one might have like something like Bad Apple Wars didn't have amnesia, but we have amnesia. But how many times have we done this? You know what I mean? Like he just got a sense of guys. I'm getting Bad Apple War vibes. We should have played this one before that, because then we wouldn't have known. And like, if that's what's really going on, like we're dead and we've been repeating this over and over, like some kind of weird purgatory thing or something, then like, I feel like I've told you this before, cause you have. Dun dun dun. You know what I mean? And we just keep repeating this over and over, and this is like our like whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be really fucking weird. Because then it's like, we would never have guessed that if we hadn't played Bad Apple Wars, when you're like, wait, are we all dead? It's like Bad Apple Wars, guys. Shit, nobody's telling me. Please remember, no spoiler, no nothing. Don't even be like, well, you're kind of on the right track, or, well, it's not exactly. Don't say anything, because I just want to keep letting the theories like expand and change as we go through this. But anyway, and I want to be blindsided. I want it to be like absolutely not what I was thinking, and be like, oh, I didn't see that coming. You know? No, it's just, this is the first time I told you about all that stuff, right? About you having a brother and that you'd visit the hospital every day? Yes, today's the first I've heard of it.
Thought so. I knew that. But I just have this feeling like I told someone the same thing before.
You what?
Beniuri, are you...
Mato reaches out to me with his hand. It's like it happens in slow motion, and the instant his long fingers are about to touch my cheek. See? This is like we had that moment with Kakia, where we had that memory thing. Oh my god, let them touch you, goddammit. I want to know. Ah, bitch. I stand up to avoid his hand and step back a bit.
Beniuri?
What am I... Why did I run from him? I was just about to remember something, but... I'm sorry,
No, it's my bad. Forget it, it's nothing. Something was just digging at me. Probably just my imagination. Sorry if I surprised you.
No, not at all. I'm fine. Really, I'm sorry. Why did I avoid him? He looked like he was about to remember something. Silence weighs on us once again. It's a deep silence, one that feels like it's pressing in on my eardrums. I'm going back to my room. Sorry for bothering you so suddenly. I speak in a bright voice, acting as though nothing happened, and rush off to the door. You should have told him and been like, it's just... Did you get the feeling you're going to remember something? And it scared me, and I don't know why.
Nah, I got you into this. Feel better after talking with you. Thanks.
You're welcome. For the first time, he gives me a slight grin as he thanks me. I should be happy, but for some reason I feel a throbbing pain in the depths of my heart.
I think we've gone through this before.
After we exchange smiles, I step back out into the hallway.
Do we have a weird deja vu?
After shutting the door, I stop smiling and sigh. I stand in the hall for a while, thinking back over what Yamato said a few minutes ago. His hand was about to touch my cheek. It wasn't reaching toward me to cause harm, nor was it a romantic gesture. It was coming at me as though he were looking for something, and I clearly rejected it. For some reason, I had a feeling that hand would drag out something from deep within me, something better kept hidden away. Interesting. What is this feeling? It's like a danger signal. He could have pulled out a piece of my memory. I'm supposed to want that, and I thought I wanted to help him. But then, why I run away? Why am I such a coward? The word stabs at my heart. A feeling not unlike pain stings me as I walk back towards my room. That night, after getting ready, I slip into my bed. And then, just as I'm nodding off into the abyss of slumber, huh? I hear an electronic beep and I'm forced back to consciousness. A noise. A message. I jump up and grab the cell phone. The message light is flashing. Okay, so we never, like, I mean, am I the only person who the entire time when she's talking about her phone or, like, she picks up the phone and, like, it's beeping in the morning is like, do you have, like, a fucking plug for that shit? Like, you found the phone in your pocket, but, like, do the rooms just happen to have, like, how are you charging this phone? There's no way this battery has lasted. There's, like, no motherfucking way. What kind of fucking technology do you have? My phone battery won't even last a day. I mean, yes, if I didn't touch any apps and I only checked messages like once, but like, seriously, even then, you've been here like a week. That phone's dead, motherfucker. Like, what the hell? Hikage's probably not, because his phone's from like 1982, and that shit, like 3 months later, you're like, oh, I need to charge it, but still. What is it this time? We're making good progress with the shards, so I hope this isn't bad news. I press a few buttons on the phone and open the mailbox. Do you wish to know Yamato? The words appear on the screen. Dude. I just my guess is that Monshiro is the master of the mansion, and I'm just saying, like, well, he's spying on us, and it's creepy. Huh? Do I wish to know Yamato? We've only gotten the directions for finding the fragments before. Why am I getting a message about Yamato? My mind clears a bit as I try to puzzle out the answer. Interesting. I was talking with him a little while ago in his room. Could it be... The conclusion sends chills running down my spine. Could it be that the master of the manor can hear everything we do and say? Creepy! Ew, I hope you don't watch me in the bathroom. If this message is about continuing what we were talking about, that means all of the rooms are being watched. This manor has always been creepy. I shudder involuntarily at this uncomfortable new possibility. Now that I think about it, this is the first time one of the messages has been a question. Am I supposed to reply? Uh-oh. Do I want to know about him or not? Yes, but I mean, I think we're going to choice here. A feeling not unlike the one I felt when he almost touched me rises within me once again. Of course I want to know more about him, but I got a really bad feeling about this. I'm afraid of knowing. She is afraid of knowing, or I want to know. Oh God, guys, I don't know what to do. Okay, so I'm going to guess when we go down, I thought I just heard something, Yamato's route, we're probably going to choose, I want to know more about Yamato, because, I mean, that's my logical, like, thought, right? But, and this, we're not on anyone's real route right now, so I guess it doesn't matter? So, okay, so we've got, like, at least 5 paths to go down, aside from this, for whatever the hell happens in this current version that we're going through. So, we'll definitely choose that when we want to go down Yamato's route. We'll definitely choose this for one or multiple of the other guys, and possibly all of the other ones. So, you know what I mean? Because this, I would assume, like every other game, depending on choices you make, that gives you points for the different characters. I don't think you get to choose a route. You know what I mean? I mean, yes, by your choices, you choose the route. You don't, like, pick someone and then go down their route like some other games. I'm assuming it's based on choices. So, this is how I'm processing and making the decision. I think we should do this, because even though it might give us points for Yamato, I feel like, possibly... I know definitely we'll get points for Yamato, and when we go down Yamato's route, this is most likely going to be what we have to choose. I would guarantee that. It's possible, though, that for everyone else, this is the option we choose. And then we'd be choosing that more often, and we'd only choose this once. So, I feel like we're going to end up choosing I'm afraid of knowing more often. For, like, all three of the other guys, right? Technically 4. Because Monchito. Who knows what we choose for him? I don't know. So I'm going to choose this because right now, the common route, this is what I want to know. I know she's afraid, but I want to know. And I feel like this is the right choice for us right now. Anyway, nevertheless, I do want to know more. Maybe the master would know something about Yamato's brother. I can't be afraid. I have to respond now. Eek! As I stare into the screen, the message tone pings once again. Surprised, I almost dropped the cell phone. I reposition it in my hands and open the new message. There's a picture this time. It's... Is that Hokage? Doesn't that look like Hokage? It's the hair and everything. They knew each... Are they brothers? Or did they just know each other? I was wondering. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. When he said he had a younger twin brother, but he can't remember his face, I was like, it's one of the guys. And I don't know why my brain was thinking Hokage, only because he and Kaguya, right, don't know what smartphones are. But 10 years ago. So it really depends on, like, so, okay, right now it's 2018, right? I don't know when this game actually, like, first came out. But let's just say 10 years ago, 2008, right? Your brother got into an accident. So let's just say, even if they're, like, the guys are 20, right? Your brother was like, we're anywhere between 16 and 20, let's just say. 6 to 10. I don't know why you would have had a cell phone, but you would have known what cell phones were 10 years ago, right? 10 years ago, cell phones existed. And even if you were a kid and didn't have one, your parents would have had one. You probably would have, like, seen their phone, like, whatever, you would know. So, like, if you were to die right now, right, and you're in this, you'd be like, even if you never owned a cell phone, you know what smartphones look like. So you'd be like, oh, yeah, okay, it's a smartphone. I know how to do this. You know, even a kid would know how to use a phone. Because, like, right? My nephew never had a cell phone until recently. But if my sister and brother-in-law went out, they would leave one of their cell phones with him, like, okay, call or text us if you need us, right? Because he's old enough to be left home alone, but he didn't have a cell phone. So, but he knows how to use a cell phone. Freaking my niece knows how to use, like, 6 and 10-year-old know how to use cell phones. You know what I mean? They might not have one, but they know how to use them. So he would know the cell phone from the last time he remembered, the flip phone days. And that's what... But why does he look like his normal age right now? Because technically, even though he's been in that coma since he was a child... Oh my god! This is so fucking good. I'm still mad about the initial thing. No, I'm not anymore. Like, but that was fucking irritating. But now I'm glad that was only that one thing. But, oh my god. And that explains... But look, right? Look at it! It's... Or they weren't really brothers and they just knew each other. You know what I mean? They just knew each other. But the weird thing is like Yamato, right? He got the picture of his brother and maybe he got this picture and then he remembered. But he's like, I can't remember my brother's face. But your brother's been in a coma for 10 years, aging, right? So inside, he's the same age as you. Even if his memories of, like, cell phones is only as a child because he's never seen a smartphone because he's been in a coma for 10 fucking years, right? He'd still be like, So, like, his soul is technically still, like, an adult age because, like, Hokage's not 10. But that looks like him, and I swear to God that's him. So either that's his fucking younger twin brother and they look nothing alike because they're fraternal twins, not identical twins, obviously. Or they were, like, somehow friends. But I think that's his brother. He's got the fucking purple eyes and the hair. And he's got the little cowlick thingy going on right here, right? He's got this. He's got this little thing going on here. And, oh, my God, guys. I wish I had said it when he was talking about his younger twin brother. And I wish I had said out loud, like, it's one of the guys in the house and my bed is on Hokage. Because I don't know why. But it would have had to have been either Kaguya or Hokage just because they're older and they don't understand smartphones. So that to me, like, obviously what I said in the other part was
Oh my god, they died earlier than us. Or it's just because he's been in a coma. Oh,
Fucking A, that's so weird.
maybe this is some kind of weird, like, interim where you're in a coma somewhere. This is like coma state. That's scary. And the monsters are like, I mean, who knows? I don't know. We're dead. We're so fucking dead or in some kind of weird limbo. Anyway, the message has a picture of two small boys attached. They're wearing matching uniforms and standing side by side. One of them is holding a soccer ball, and it gives me the impression that he's a lively kid. The other looks irritated and not at all happy about having his picture taken. This one is Yamato, right? It looks like him. And the other one next to him is... Girl. I feel like I've seen him somewhere. Oh my god, come on! A well-formed brow and sharp eyes. Thin lips pursed in a tight line. The annoyed boy is... Hikage? It has to be. They look identical. They're both in the same picture. Does that mean they used to know each other? Girl, put the pieces together. It's a 6-piece puzzle. You should be able to put it together. It's really only 3 pieces. It's like Yamato, Hikage, twins. Could it be? I know they want you to. They want to slowly unravel, so you're like on the edge of your seat. But we got it. They're brothers. I say it out loud, and finally comprehension dawns on me. Yeah, they do look like brothers. They look nothing alike, though. Yamato said he had a twin brother that looks and acts totally different from him. That brother is... Hikage? Huh. But didn't he say his brother was hospitalized? Hikage looks completely fine to me. Ah! What was that? I hear a loud scream from outside. This is so fucking good, guys. I feel really bad about being pissed off about the game in the very beginning, like kind of angry about how it would the auto skip. I'm really glad that it doesn't do that for the cutscenes, and it was just that instant thing, but this is getting really fucking good. Oh my god! Suddenly I hear loud banging noises and rough footsteps passing by my door. That was Yamato. Did something happen? I hastily rush out of my room and see everyone else opening their doors in the same way. That voice, what was that? Are they like twinsies then? No, I'm just kidding. That'd be fucked up. Beats me. Sounds like Yamato. Seems pretty serious, too. I cast a cautious look around the area, but I see no evidence of any kind of accident. He was screaming really loudly. Could he have been attacked by something? The footsteps ran downstairs. After him. And then, like, Hikage's talking, and did we just have... What's with that look on your face? Nothing? Uh-uh. We find him just outside the hideout. The late-night air is cold, like the middle of winter. A shadowy figure leans on a pillar, its head hanging. What's with the noise? Do you know what time it is? People were trying to sleep. It's dangerous out here. Why don't we hurry back in? Hey, are you listening, Yamato? If something's up, we can talk. Just head back inside for now. Ugh! Yamato, what's wrong? His body hangs limp like a broken marionette as he stares at the floor. As he recoils in distress, I try to get closer to him, like, what's happening? I did it. Huh? I did it to him. He's remembering something. He mutters incoherently over and over. What's he talking about? He's been acting strange for a while now. At that moment, the sound of wings hits my ears. Black butterflies softly flutter past. We're not supposed to have a game right now. As if they found sweet nectar, they float without hesitation and stop at the choker wrapped around Yamato's upper chest. I killed him. Though distracted by the butterflies, I hear his voice quite clearly. Huh? Killed? Beniyuri, get back! Kaguya, why? Oh god, did we just kill Yamato by saying this? Kaguya grabs my arm and pulls me toward him. As I'm pulled away, I see it. He's turning into a monster. Okay. Oh my god, wait a minute. So remember the girl was like there, and then she ended up with a mat, and then she turned into a monster, and Yamato's turning into a monster because of like the guilt or something. Oh, there's something about this. I don't know, but this is what it looks like, right? Scream really loud. With a frightful roar, Yamato's body begins to transform. Black stains appear on his skin in mottled patches and quickly spread to his whole body. His nails grow, turning jet black down to their tips. What's going on? The creature that was once Yamato has become a shadowy black beast. A vast number of butterflies appear and begin to swarm around him. Okay, but my question is then, are we not supposed to choose? I want to know more about Yamato when we go down Yamato's route, because how are we going to stop this or fix this? Figure it out. Whoa! Hold up! What's the deal? Why'd he turn into a monster? I'm unable to go to him. I can only stand in place, utterly dumbstruck. My brain refuses to accept the reality before me. Despite it happening right before my eyes, I can't help but feel as though I'm watching something taking place far, far away. Yamato? Gah! I'm not going to scream at it. Eek! Motherfucker! The creature in front of me swings its head from side to side, as if trying to shake off its anguish. It then turns and runs off somewhere into the distance. Okay, he's fucking pretty right here, and he's kind of adorable, and he really looks so derpy. He's sad, droopy eyes and his big ears. But like Karasuba looks really good here. And he's actually like adorable and like he looks like a 10-year-old. Like look at his adorable like baby face right there. What? Oh wait, what was that? I stand frozen, staring into the depths of the hallway Yamato disappeared into. So maybe he's supposed to be purple. But he's got lots of red on him, but we're red. So it's really weird. I don't know. He's like purple and red. I stand frozen, staring. Without uttering a single word, I stand dazed, as if my soul has been ripped out. Then I hear footsteps from behind, drawing close. Manshiro? Oh, it's Usagi. God damn it, I just want Manshiro to show up. Where the fuck is he?
Are you hurt?
You? Usagi? Did you see what just happened? What happened just now? What happened to Yamato? Grasping at straws, I rush to Usagi, pelting her with questions. She might be the only one who knows what's going on. Beniyuri, calm down. As Kaguya grasps my shoulders, I realize that they're trembling.
Yamato's soul has become steeped in despair.
See, we're totally fucking dead. We're totally fucking dead, and his soul is in despair, and that's why he turned into a monster. And that's what happens to the monsters. So people, when they end up here, and their souls get seeped in despair, they turn into monsters. And then we have to kill them, which is fucked up. Do they go get reborn after that? We're collecting the shards. Huh, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued about the shards and why we're collecting them and what exactly is it. Ha ha ha. Maybe some darkness has fallen over the manor. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But what does that mean?
I will explain.
Can we go back into the hideout before? Good.
Don't you think this manor is mysterious? It's completely different from where you used to live. Doesn't it feel like you've come to some distant world?
Because we're fucking dead. I told you. After we return to the hideout, Usagi begins to talk. Yeah, duh. You ought to know, given how we got here. If you're going to explain, get to the point.
Okay, I'll be as direct as possible. Between the world of the living and the afterlife is a place where the spirits of the dead pass through. We might call it the space between life and death.
I fucking told you!
Where you are now is that in-between world.
What? And that explains why Hikage's here. Told you! Ah! My mind stops. We're in the space between life and death? I feel like I'm listening to some kind of fairy tale or myth, and I'd be like, oh, the funny part, she's like, and everyone's like, what? And you'd be like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. And they're like, what? And you're like, well, because Yamato, right? He tells me the story about his younger brother who's in a coma, like in that space between life and death. And his younger brother is Hikage, and that explains why he's here and why I'm like, but he looks fine, but he's not. He's in the space between life and death. I get it. That makes sense. Keep going. And everyone else is like, wait, what the fuck? You're like, yeah, no, shh. Let her finish. That's great. This is not the time to be joking around. Yeah, for real. And if you're actually serious, you're just plain bananas. Granted, with the way you look, I never thought you were all that normal anyway. Usagi stops talking, waiting for us to understand. Fine, let's just hear her out for now. Usagi, if what you say is true, then this is a space between life and death. Does that mean we've all died?
Actually, to be more precise, you're almost dead. And there's still a chance for you to come back to life. Although this place is the way to the afterlife, it isn't quite death itself. You're all simply close to death.
Close to death? That means we were in a bus accident. Do you actually think we're buying this crap you're selling?
Even if you aren't, do you not believe your own eyes? What you yourself just saw?
Are you referring to that monster? What in the world was that? It was like a shadow, or some kind of monster.
I believe you saw Yamato transform. That monster was once a human.
She hangs her head, her small voice quavering. I feel as though sadness washes over her expressionless mask.
Normally, when people pass on, they lose their memories upon entering the in-between. As time passes, they lose their face, their body, and become nothing more than their bare soul, so that they might begin their journey to the afterlife. But those with a strong fixation on the world of the living, or those who somehow regain their memories, are unable to escape this space.
So why is Monshiro giving us memories? Yeah, her fucking bow in the back of her head is a giant fucking butterfly. I saw it before, but like I wasn't paying attention like when she's faced us head on, but it's like a giant fucking butterfly with the, oh my god. The details, man.
With no end in sight, they live on here for all eternity. They grow tired, they fall into despair, and then they transform into those terrible monsters. They head to a different destination, the total opposite of the afterlife. A place called the Abyss.
And that's why Monshiro is having us kill all the monsters and collect all the shards so that those people can, like, move on. I'm guessing. See, she's got a kaleidoscope thing, too, but it's not a butterfly. The Abyss.
Souls who lose all hope become monsters, and the end of that journey lies in the depths of darkness. That's the Abyss.
But if we get our memories back, we can't leave this place. Doesn't that mean we should make sure we don't get them back?
I'm not sure how to explain this. Yes, if you want to move on to the afterlife, you must discard all ties with the world and become pure. The power of oblivion is at work in this space, so people can be reborn. If you do nothing, you'll forget many times faster than in the world of the living. However, if you hope to find your life restored, you must maintain attachments to the world of the living. You must have your memory.
So why is Hokage here at the same time we're here? He's been in the space between life and death. Oh. But wait a minute. If something happened to Yamato and he stopped visiting, then Hokage's soul isn't tethered to the, right? Because, like, that's what they were saying. Like, his consciousness is here and, like, blah, blah, blah. But if we leave him for long periods of time, then his consciousness will fade away and disappear. Like, you know what I mean? Like that. So Yamato being close to death is what triggered Hokage to show up here, because now there's no one visiting him on a daily basis to keep him tethered to the real world. I'm just guessing. That would make more sense, because otherwise Hokage's been here for fucking forever. And honestly, Kaguya's the one that's been here longer. I mean, who knows how much longer, but you know what I mean? He was like, oh, I feel like it's just been a day, but who knows? Okay. Everyone listens in silence. I really want her to say something like that. Kind of makes sense, though. So that explains why Hokage doesn't look like but he's dead. He's like, what? And you're like, you're in a coma, and Yamato's your brother. FYI, just so you know. How the fuck do you know this? Well, I just want to drop that can of worms. I just want to fucking bust that shit open. I just can't believe it. I can't believe that she's lying. All this talk about souls doesn't feel real. To depart or to remain. I had no idea this kind of world existed. I mean, I did. Because we played Bad Apple Wars, and, you know, this kind of gave us that vibe a couple parts ago. Anyway.
Souls can be seen. Here, at least.
Huh?
Time and time again, you've already seen things that appear to be butterflies. They're not actual butterflies, but the particles that comprise souls. The white ones guide people to the afterlife. The black ones will drag you to the abyss.
So, why does this room have so many white butterflies in it?
They're here to guide you all to the other world.
And the reason why the monsters have black butterflies around them
is so that they can be taken to the abyss.
She declares it so plainly, I'm at a loss for words. My mind can't fully process all this information, and I find myself at a loss. Then, who's the master of the manor? What does he want to do with us?
The master is responsible for creating this world, and now he wishes to see the completion of the kaleidoscope. The kaleidoscope is a magical tool that can grant the wishes of its owner. It was broken long ago, and the shards of the glass inside were scattered. The long ages spent trying to repair it stretch practically beyond imagination. And that work is nearly complete. Upon your completion of the kaleidoscope, the master will hear each of your wishes.
If I'm understanding you correctly, you are saying that the master of the manor did not lock us in here?
You simply happened to drift by this place. No one is keeping you here. Absolute nothingness awaits beyond these walls. If you wish to swim against the current and return to reality, you must gather the kaleidoscope shards.
But to do that, we have to kill the monsters. And they used to be human?
Yes, though to be precise, they are already lost.
Do we have to kill Yamato too?
If he's taken a shard, yes.
My hands start to tremble at the sound of my own terrible words. It's not that I didn't hesitate at all before now. It's that we laughed and smiled together up until yesterday, and now we have to kill him? We gotta be able to bring him back somehow. There's gonna be a way to bring him back. I mean, there's no fucking way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't do this! Yamato sighed. I didn't have as many qualms about killing the other monsters since their faces were hidden behind masks. But the guilt at seeing someone's face when you take their life, Hikage! That's not the problem here!
As I said earlier, along with their memories, their faces are also lost. Perhaps because they can't accept that fact, they hide what's left with the masks inside the manor. Either way, those preparing to descend into the abyss cannot be saved.
But Usagi still has her face and her memories, right? How is she different from the others? So what? In the end, we gotta kill the monsters and gather the shards so we can come back to life, yeah? Meaning that what we have to do hasn't changed. I'm a little skeptical of the idea that we can't go back to our old lives, though. After nodding her silent assent, Usagi continues speaking.
This world transcends the laws of the living world. Your will, memories, and thoughts can be given form. If your desire is to return to life, use that power as a weapon to continue your fight. And please, gather the scattered shards and complete the kaleidoscope. It's the one and only path I can provide.
Her speech finished, Usagi gives a slight bow as if her role has been fulfilled, and disappears off into the gloom. She leaves us in a state of thundering despondency. We thought it would all make sense once we talked to the girl who called herself a servant of the master. But now the fog is lifted, and all that awaits us is a bottomless chasm. The fathomless gloom stretches its open maw, waiting to swallow us whole. I really fucking hope that Monshiro is the master of the mansion, and I really hope, like, when we go down this path, we can be like, I just want to stay here and be crazy and wear a fun mask and stay here with you forever. That'd be awesome. I just want that to be an option. I don't know why. Hearing her explanation ringing in our ears like some kind of cruel fairy tale, all we can do is wallow in our confusion. As time passes, I'm still not fully able to accept the things she said. So I'm wondering if, yes, if we can complete this, we go back to our original lives, like we wake up, like we were in comas, whatever, we're fine. Or do we get to be reborn and then we have like things where like, oh, like whoever's path we're on, we're like, we meet them and like, I feel like I know them, and you're like, oh, they don't know it. Like the two options in like how Bad Apple Wars was, in some of them we go back to our life. Well, she always went back to her life. Like Spacey always went back to her life, but we would go back to our life and then we meet that oh my god, oh yeah, I remember, and they remember. And then there's the other two paths where they're reborn. But, like, I'm wondering if this one, like, we're both reborn. And then, like, we feel like we know each other and I don't know why. And it's like, oh, that's so cute. They're reborn and they don't even know. And then, like, because it hurt me when it was like,
they're reborn and reincarnated and they have no clue, but we do. It made me sad a little. So I wonder if it's going to be interesting. Anyway. Do we read? As time passes, I'm still not fully able to accept the things she said. Okay. It's not that I'm not convinced by them. The handguns that appear in our hands, incomprehensible monsters, an inescapable manner. If I can believe that they're all due to the strangeness of this in-between world, I'm able to comprehend these things. Or maybe it makes more sense to say that without the reality-defying reasoning, all of it would be utterly inexplicable. I wonder if Yamato... So remember when she said he keeps getting cuts and scrapes, and then he just gets more and more despondent? I'm wondering if every time... Because when Hikage got scratched, remember we were like, oh, it's all black around the wound, or they never said anything about that, and I was like, oh my god, is he infected? Is he gonna die? I'm wondering if that gives you a little more, you get despair through that. You know what I mean? So Yamato was out there fighting, and he ended up coming back cut up and scraped up a bunch of times, and that was just adding more and more despair to him and weighing him down. And he already had despair and guilt, but that was just compounding it and making it worse to how this ended up happening. Anyway. If we're buying what she said, it means we've all already died once. Indeed, it's a little hard to swallow, but a part of me seems to recognize the truth. How did we die? An accident? Illness? Who knows? We haven't gotten that part of our memories yet. I'll be like, well, I know how you sort of kind of died. No, not yet. If my memory of reality returns, I won't be able to move on to the afterlife. But she also said that I'll need my memory if I want to come back to life. If that's true, maybe it would be better to not remember anything and wait until I disappear. But I want to go back to reality. I'm not exactly dead yet, so I can go back, right? I can still see my family again. I wonder if the others feel the same way. Oh. I sit down on the sofa and curl my hands into my lap. As I gaze at them, a thought drifts back into my mind. What's wrong? Oh, got a message from the master earlier. It had a picture of Yamato attached. Why would the master send you a picture of Yamato? And while we're on the subject, this master guy sure seems like a rotten dude. I get the feeling he's a fan of screwing with people. A picture. Could it have something to do with what happened to Yamato? Can I take a look at it? Sure, but, Hikage was in the picture with Yamato. I wonder if it's okay to show it to him, tell him. Why are you hesitating? What are you hiding? I'm not hiding anything, it's just that... do you actually want to get your memories back and return to reality? Of course. That's what we've been working so hard to do all along. Suppose it's okay then. If that's what he really wants. There's no reason to keep it a secret. Here. And this is the picture. I open the picture up on the phone and display it to everyone. Dude, that looks like Hikage. Is that Hikage and Yamato? This picture looks quite old. If you guys are in the same photo, does that mean you two know each other? And hey, you're wearing the same outfit. Hikage, do you recognize it? Recognize it? It's like... This is... Hikage falls to his knees, clutching at the sides of his head. His long eyelashes crease downward, casting an ever so light shadow across his pale face. What's wrong? Are you okay? Yeah. Fine. My head just hurt a bit. Wobbling his way back to his standing position, he leans on a nearby sofa. He looks far off, as if deep in thought. His eyes slowly close. I recognize the picture. Huh? It's a picture of a playground we lived near when we were younger. I'm Yamato's twin brother. My guess was right on the mark. The two of them have deep ties. No way! Twins? You guys look nothing alike, and your personalities are completely different. I had no idea the two of you had such a close connection. That reminds me, Yamato told me earlier that Hikage is something he doesn't. If they're twins, maybe they grew up trying to make up for one another's shortcomings. But if you're brothers and you're both here, does that mean you died together? I wonder. Yamato told me that his little brother had been hospitalized. Maybe something happened in the hospital.
Hospitalized. Kage might be getting confused. I shouldn't tell him he was in a coma yet. I don't really know the details anyway. Kage bites his lip and frowns, as though he's trying with all of his might to reel in the disparate threads of his memories. His expression makes it hard to look at him. You shouldn't force yourself to remember. We have nothing but time, so there's no need to rush. Unable to bear the sight of Hakake's struggle any longer, Kaguya touches him on the shoulder. But if it's truly important, it'll come back to you on its own. Just take it slowly, all right? Yeah, we'll stop for now. He rubs his fingers on his temples, and his face returns to its usual expression. His agonized complexion lightens a bit, and I feel like the color starts to come back into his face. I'm pretty beat. And in the end, we didn't know what to say to that girl. Yamato turned all horrifying and monstery and ran off somewhere. Yamato, Usagi said that once a person becomes one of those monsters, they can't be saved. I don't want to believe it. I can't kill Yamato with my own hands. I'm certain there are plenty of things we'd each like to consider. So let's take a break for today. We'll sleep on it so we can calm down a little. Yeah, good call. I'm off then. Good night. Kage's words of parting are abrupt, and he quickly heads off toward his room. Having both remembered and lost his older brother in the same evening, he seems so lonely when I look at him. Wait, Kage! What is it? Oh, I called out to him without even thinking. I just had this feeling that he would vanish too. Oh, right. Should I send the photo with the two of you in it? That way you can look at it whenever you want. Did you not realize? I tried that with Kaguya last time, but the cell phones won't let us contact each other. Huh? It could be because they were created with the power of thought, like our weapons. It may look like a normal cell phone, but it can only receive messages. Plus, they don't have any service. Oh, right. I forgot. Nothing about it is normal. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Mikage bids us goodnight in his usual tone and heads up the stairs to the mezzanine. After that, we all decided to call it a day. Perfect place to stop. Haha! Perfect place to stop. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this part up here. And when we come back, we will... maybe we should... No, I don't want to... Oh, we're going to get a choice here. I'm guessing? Maybe, because we've got a route to go down. Oh! Oh, before up here, there was only 4, right? One of the 4 guys. This one... Oh, guys! Guys, do we get a possibility to... Okay, anyway. I'm not going to do anything. I will save it, but anyway. I'm going to wrap this part up here. When we come back, maybe what we'll do is watch another short... A shorty short. And then continue where we are. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.